and beautifully thrown, lovely light thing. But unfortunately, one of the great success coming out of the kiln, because I think it had got too dry before they dipped it in the white slip. Now that's the kind of slipware that I was brought up on, which is known as the North Devon, the West of England slipware. You scratch you do your drawing like a child. There's a wonderful raid sun there. You do your drawing like a child, and then you have you take a tool, you see, and peel it all away where you don't want it, so that you have the pattern standing out in yellow onto a big dark background. Or you can just draw on the background. It's essentially a sort of Mediterranean countries technique.
This is an old friend, Michael Cardew. In 1923, he dropped out of Oxford University to become a potter. He was the first pupil of Bernard Leach. Leach was a Japanese-trained master craftsman who was leading a rediscovery of the art of clay in Britain. And with his friend Shoji Hamada, he brought Japanese traditions back to the West. These three men have influenced ceramic art for 3/4 of our century.
This kneading process, you've got to swing your body, use your weight. But if you're doing it in a nervy way, you use your arms like this, and then you get tired, of course. One of the classifications I don't like is the one division into donkey work and real work. All this is just donkey work you're doing here. Once you've learned to do it, you've learned to do it. Oh, well, all sorts of things go on when I'm doing this kneading. I know it's just mechanical. Once you've learned, it's quite a skill. It's just mechanical in the sense that swimming is mechanical. You learn to swim, you never forget how to knead that way. But it took me about a fortnight of practicing every morning for 10 minutes before breakfast. You know, when I first went to Leach's pottery, thank God I don't have to practice 10 minutes before breakfast now. What a merciful, lovely life it is that you, at the age of 81, you can still do it. Because I say you get weak, but you improve in coming. Mm-hmm. I mean, you get to know where not to waste your energies.
Those hands could be African. 40 years ago, Michael Cardew went first to Ghana and later to Nigeria. He ran factories, he built potteries, and, he says, he became an African.
You always want to have the clay, the water, well muddied. Just feel like a duck. Ducks won't drink water, they'll only drink the horrible soup they make by paddling about in dirty puddles. Same with me in throwing. I can't throw with water. It has to be this stuff. Now I'm going to start pulling it up. I always make the most awful faces in throwing, but it tickles me what one's doing all the time. Well, I think it's finished. I think I've done all I can to it. It wobbles about a lot, but it'll be all right. It's another thing. Comes with old age, not worrying.